That's the second time the internet hiccuped today. Not sure what's going on. Something going on in our town though, because Chris literally opened the door. He's like, "Hey, the internet just cut out," and I'm like, "I know, the stream just dropped." So she was on her phone going, "Hey, the internet died." So we're back.
I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk.
Okay.
Good luck.
So we are heading out here. I don't know what I might need a brick hammer for, but I'm going to take all those things. In your face! Contrary to Brother Justin's view that the lower level of the Atlantis Sum has made a confined vault system, it seems endless. I even suspect it spans the island and reaches beyond. The Four Dweller diorama unsettles me. Why does it look so dead? Previous depictions showed living beings, but the skull in it seems so similar to ours, it's eerie. It resembles a menhir, but yet menhirs were supposedly raised by Merlin. But how could ancient Four Dwellers foresee what Merlin would create? At last, proof Merlin didn't create the menhirs. We found one buried in the labyrinth. But the Hogar is studying it now. For the first to explore the Elder Dead Steps, Merlin couldn't have invented the menhirs. This truth will shake Avalon's faith in that old charlatan. The word of Prophet Kai shall finally prevail. If I remember correctly, we can't go across this until we... Yeah, we have to do something over here first, if I remember correctly. Nice, Peters. Well, I am glad you appreciate it. I'm just here to have fun. Like, that's what games are for, to have fun. We're here to play them and enjoy them and get enjoyment out of them and laugh and do all those things. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a vaulting system. Mantling system. What's up, Allie? I'm gonna have to just like sticky that answer, pin that answer up on top of the stream somewhere, because every time someone asks it every 30 seconds. But. Which game is better? Which game is more fun? The game I'm playing right now is the one that I'm invested in. Skyrim does its own thing, this game does its own thing. Cyberpunk does its own thing. Oblivion does its own thing. Baldur's Gate 3 does its own thing. They are all fun. The question remains, is there any significance to this menhir having 3 arms, not 4? How could we examine it without touching it? Poor Brother Ab touched it with his bare hands and vanished as though he never existed. Shocked, the Pope forbade anyone from touching it again, but it's whispering my name. I know I should report it, but I don't want to. Someday I'll answer its call and claim it was Kai, even if it wasn't. I need to know. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna touch I definitely need banners, Dokazon. Oh, Bartle's getting upset. It was a genuine question. And I gave you a genuine answer. Just because you didn't like my answer doesn't make it any less genuine. Don't be a dipshit. Like, because when you do stuff like that and you type in my chat about how you didn't like my answer, I'm going to call you out for being a little bitch. He didn't give me the answer that I wanted. The game that I play right now is the game that I'm having fun with. I have a video called Comparison is the Thief of Joy that everyone needs to watch. Because it'll help you understand that every game is enjoyable and they're all fun and they all are fun for different reasons. This game has nothing to do with the Elder Scrolls. Nothing. Why would I compare this to Skyrim? This has nothing to do with Skyrim. Now if you asked me if this was Oblivion or Elder Scrolls Online, I might be able to give you a better answer because we could talk about it a little bit more. But this has nothing to do with Skyrim. It's not even like Skyrim. Therefore, the fun factor is different because it's not Skyrim. It's not Elder Scrolls. It has nothing to do with those games. Therefore, the question is irrelevant. Creepy glowing-eyed statues. Oh, it's first person. It must be just like Skyrim. You do know that you can play this game in third person, right? And you can also play Skyrim in first person and third person. Oh, it's an open world RPG. Yeah, there's hundreds of open world RPGs. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open world RPG. Baldur's Gate 3 is an open world RPG. Turn-based, but still. Oh man, this is so cool. I forgot how good this looks. There we go. Now he's talking in my language, you know? One of the things I think I need to do really quick to get that, where is a two-handed weapon? There we go. Finally cleared that off my tutorial. Such a cool view, man. Such a cool view. It looks just like a Hightail clone to me. I know, right? This is Hightail reimagined. Oh no, wait, it's Arc Raiders Awoken. This game needs more magic. As I wander around with a magic system, this game needs more magic. Here's some magic for you. Jesus, Tard is strong with some of these. Yeah, we had a lot of fun our first time. It's gonna be very interesting to see how this second playthrough goes. Because the first time we did the Stealth Archer, and now I'm gonna do the Mage.
I've been waiting a long time for someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place?
Yes, this is Skyrim relaunched, guys. Skyrim Reforged. Sorry. Skyrim Reforged is the name of this game. Yep, absolutely.
I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I was at some point, but I do not anymore. I just am.
Yep, 2 full playthroughs of Avowed. Playlists are on YouTube. Check them out at your leisure. By the way, folks, the stream dropped earlier because our internet went out completely. But we're back. If you missed the first part of this, we were live for about an hour and 20 minutes. We've already played a little bit in this first stream session. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. This is the second playthrough of Tainted Grail. We got our key from Awakened Realms. We're going to be doing a giveaway. They've given me a key to give away for the Xbox version of the game, so stay tuned for that. If you miss any of the live stream, you can catch the playlist over on YouTube after the fact, but we are live in 4 places, as always, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. We just finished our Skyrim playthrough yesterday. We're now on to this. We're also playing Hytale, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online. Follow along on YouTube for more. Everything in between the streams happens over there. Don't forget the Discord, Instagram, socials, Patreon, Homestead channel, everything else. That's your commercial. Shut up, sit down, watch the show.
I think it is some kind of prison, deep in the weirdness.
Why are you here?
And you? Why are you here?
Oh, that's a good question. I was transported here by a morbid statue.
Are men here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together, now that I'm free. I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood.
Colonizers!
In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Four Dwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs.
Alright, and that's one of the Menhirs right there, if I remember correctly. That right there. Because if I remember correctly, there's one of those guarding the first town, and the second town maybe too.
Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that.
I wish there was a mantling system in this game. That's one thing. Somebody just mentioned Avowed earlier. One of the things I really appreciated in Avowed was the mantling. Every game, by the way, every game needs mantling. That's kind of like, for me, a 2026 minimum standard. Your game needs mantling. Like, the fact that Hytale has mantling, I'm a big fan of. If there was one request I could make of the Awakened Realms team, it would be to add mantling into your game so that I don't fall off of cliff edges like that. Don't get me wrong, I love my first playthrough of this game. This is a great game. I'm happy to be playing it a second time, but I would love a mantling system. Please.
We left the homelands to survive, The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it, but the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Oh, it's immune to the life tap. Yeah, the open world's pretty awesome here, for sure. But it's also, it's quite different because the zones, I think there's what, 3 zones? It's been a while, I forget. I'm not playing on the PC though, I'm playing on the Xbox Series X. But hey, whatever. If you're inspired to turn on your PC or your console, whatever you're inspired to turn on, go play some fucking games. That's the mandate of the day, kids. Such cool world building here. Yeah, it's got a great soundtrack for sure. Strap in, kids. We're going for a ride. First playthrough? Oh, I played a stealth archer. Chris says I just bought this yesterday. I'm playing as a hunter. It's a great game. Wakey, wakey.
Oh, awaken thee, once and future king.
Simon says, first game I went full summoner was fantastic. Now I got the DLC. I'm playing sword and board. Yeah, I played full archer, stealth archer my first playthrough. This time I'm playing, I don't know what type of mage I'm playing right now because I only have access to 2 spells. But yeah, we're going full mage. I don't know what type of mage this time around, but we are doing a mage build. And shout out again to Awakened Realms for the key. We've got the DLC prepped and loaded to go. We're going to be playing the DLC along our way through this second playthrough.
I am his hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach. I am the price paid for touching the unreal. He was the hand that reached beyond knowing, the seeker who dared cross the boundary, the dreamer who glimpsed the shape of what could be.
Yes, I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake.
Wakey, wakey.
I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one.
Yes, you do. And this right here, everybody, is why I will question anybody who thinks that this has anything to do with Skyrim. What the fuck are you smoking? What are my thoughts on this game after beating it? You can check out my thoughts over on YouTube in the playlist from my playthrough last year, where I do 3 reviews for every game I play. Early thoughts video, initial review, and final review. All 3 of those videos are available on YouTube in the playlist for Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, which we played last year, courtesy of Awaken Realms. And we're back for the DLC, but we're also doing a full second clear, so strap in. We're at the beginning of a very long playthrough, which we'll be working on over the rest of January into February. Alright, I didn't really have a choice in the matter.
It may not seem like it at times, but one always has a choice. Even if it's as simple as pushing onwards when others might back down. You brought me back. This is what matters, and for that, I am grateful. But now, let us leave this place and head to Avalon. I need to see my kingdom again. I trust you'll accompany me, or would you rather stay in this wretched place?
Let's roll. What even is this place?
I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer.
It's Arthurian in a roundabout way. Yeah, it's definitely King Arthur, Merlin, and Camelot and Avalon, but it's in a very unique, it's told in a very unique way. There are some very unique twists on the Arthurian legends here.
Trust me, I wish I knew. I remember death.
Camelot with a K, such a
Darkness,
stilly place.
A terrible loneliness. Ages upon ages of solitude. And these are all the details I have.
So we gotta do the Camelot song now?
Perhaps in time, I'll remember more. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity. I must see the legacy of the age of conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory. What is happening? No. I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns. I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have.
The internet went down, John Coons. That's why the first stream it went down twice today. It went down during our Destiny 2 stream, and then literally if you remember at the end of the stream that just happened, I literally walked outside to take a quick break, came back, sat down, got like 2 minutes in, and all of a sudden everything went dead, and my wife walked in and says, "I think the internet just went out," and it was down for like 5 minutes. So something is going on around town today. I don't know if they're doing work downtown on lines or if the power went out somewhere, but yeah. I don't want you inside my mind.
Like it or not, fate has bound us together. Best to make the most of it. I think you'll find I can be quite helpful, and judging by the look of your skin and by the cured tone of your hands, I've helped you out already.
Yeah, because he's cured the Red Death.
Seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience.
Let's make way for Avalon, then.
Oh, what an adventure this will be.
All right. Juicy. He's so huge compared to me, right? Like, they've definitely made him like a gigantic figure, symbolically and physically. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Back out we go. There's nothing difficult about Elden Ring at all. It's just button presses. Nothing about pressing buttons is difficult. Pressing buttons is something a literal 3-year-old child can do. Therefore, there is no such thing as this being difficult. Challenge and difficulty comes from things like founding a business, raising money from investors, right? Learning a language, learning trigonometry, building a career, becoming a scientist, becoming an astronaut, buying and selling a company. Those are things that are difficult, that are challenging. Video games? Pfft, let's press buttons. Yeah, that's real hard. There was a ring of protection. Oh, I forgot that other ring too. Hold up, I gotta check this really quick because I got 2 rings. One is which is the mana ring. Yeah, and then the other one is I'll definitely take the armor, I think. I think we're done in here. You have unlocked your first soul fragment. From now on, you can safely enter the weirdness and interact with various machinery left behind by the Four Dwellers. Additionally, the powers of King Arthur have healed you from the Red Death. Yay! Alright, now if I remember correctly, we can... I don't remember how to open those, though. I think we have to click these things. One of the things I don't remember... Yeah, we don't have any points yet. Yeah, that forms the bridge. I don't remember about this one right here. Or no, actually that was the way we went the first time. It's blocked now. Never mind. Herper-derper. If I remember correctly, they put like a mini boss mob up ahead to teach us something. I don't remember what it is. But I remember there being some sort of a critter down here that we have to play through. This is a great game. Hectic. John says, I've only explored about half of the Horns of the South. It's a pretty big game, yeah. I can't remember what my first playthrough was, but I think this is one of those games where you could do like, I think the base game was like 40 hours, and then there's people who did completionist versions that got like 80 hours. So it kind of just depends. Difficulty level 2, because there's so many different tiers of difficulty you can play at in this game. Like, I'm on story mode, which is like it's not quite one-shotting everything, but it's this game is extremely challenging if you're playing on normal difficulty, which is what we played on in our first playthrough. You have to worry about making food and drink and getting buffs and specialty things for your armor and weapons. You have to worry about all this stuff. Story mode, I'm just like, fire, burn. Second playthrough, I don't have to worry about it. We're just here for the story. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this is like a boss, and they teach me something about something up ahead. But we're gonna go over here and do this stuff first. We created the Titans, for we need their work. Guard the peace of the working Titans, for without them we would not have power within our walls. Away from the Tuathan, only the power of what is understood allows us to reach the word is not. Even when we leave, the Titans will not stop working. It is how they were created. With their power, one day we will manage to learn what lies beyond the sea. Was there a wall over on the other side that I missed? There was. We must abandon the vision, because what is beyond the sea came to us and we do not want it. We must leave to defend ourselves. They are coming. The Titans will stay. Remember, King Arthur is not a good guy in this story. King Arthur is a colonizer. They came here and took the land from the forebears. And Merlin did some creepy, nasty magic. We've already learned all of that so far in the story so far. Yeah, I did remember that. Man, there was a boss fight here. Soul Fragments grant you a measure of King Arthur's power. Activate it with R to experience temporary effects. Rest at a bonfire to recharge the power. Give me the shrooms. Can I mine this? I don't remember if this is a mineable material. I'm guessing no. No, this game is not free. You need to play this game. It is available in many different places, on consoles or PC. DLC just dropped in December. I got it for free. Shout out to Awaken Realms for sending me the key. Yeah, the power, the cobwebs, right. They're pretty easy to get, like... Alright. If I remember correctly, there's an altar up here where we can go loot some stuff. from the altar. Oh man, it smells like Chris just made some espresso. I'm gonna have to go duck out and see if that is truth. Oh, you know why? I bet she's going to church today. I bet she made herself some coffee before she goes out the door. What time is it? Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I know she said she was gonna butcher a duck today, but I think she said she was doing it after. Oh, speaking of which, I've got a homestead video going up on the homestead channel today over on that other YouTube channel, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And I gotta go up on the roof today and record an update for the rooftop garden expansion. Materials are getting delivered on Tuesday for the next part of that project. And then the workers are going to be here this weekend, I think, or later this week to hopefully wrap it up by the weekend. And then we got to go get steel workers contracted to build a stairwell to go up top. I play all games on story mode. Yep. It is very rare for me to play a game on like a hard difficulty. I almost always play story mode the first time. And if it gets a second playthrough, I will ramp it up. This was a rare case where I played it like on normal difficulty the first time, and then this time around I'm playing it on story mode. Oh, dude, we still have like 30 ducks on. We had so many, like if you go back on the channel, it was so funny because last November 2024, I mean, was when we were given the 2 ducks. And then over the course of 2025, we got up to like almost 40 ducks. Like we had so many ducks. And then Chris has slowly been butchering the males. We're getting like 8 to 12 eggs a day right now. It's ridiculous. We have so many duck eggs. Chris has like 4 dozen eggs saved up. We've been selling them. We've been giving them away. It's like, Jesus. But she's over it. She is over the ducks. She is going to be spending the rest of this year is going to be eliminating all the way down to, I think we're only going to keep 2 males. And then we're going to probably be giving away a bunch of the females to family members. And we're going to cut it down to like maybe 5 or 6, and that's it.
There you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. What kept you so long?
They are super cute. Super cute, Doak. Like, they are super cute. But they are it's a high maintenance. Like, they're not meant to be in a small area like what we have. And like my sister-in-law has ducks on the ranch, on my brother's ranch, but those ducks are free range, so they have ponds that they go to, and then they come back every night to the coop and they sleep, and then they go out and they're all by themselves. They have a goose that leads them, and so they have got like 50 ducks, and they come and go as they please and do whatever they want. We do not. We have a small backyard, and we already had like a dozen we had like 30 chickens at one point, but then Chris was like, I want to try ducks, so she reduced the chicken flock down to like a dozen chickens and raised ducks instead. And they have just been like, we have no more vegetation left in the backyard. We had put a in-ground little pool. It only supports like 5-6 ducks maybe, and with 30 ducks, it was like she was literally cleaning the pool out every 2 days, and it's like 3 hours to clean the pool out because like 30 ducks just charge in and like get in it and fill it up with 6 inches of silt and shit. So she's got to clean, bail the water out every 2 days and clean this duck shit out. So I mean, it's just become a nightmare of there's just ducks everywhere and there's no vegetation left. Like we spent like 3 years cultivating grass in the backyard, and then this last year, no grass. Like we have trees that grew, but there's no grass, no flowers, none of that stuff came back because the ducks just eat it all. So but they are so cute and they have such great personalities. They're like dogs. They're super personable. they come, they all have names. Not all of them, but the ones that have names know their names, and so they're super cute. But yeah, it's too much work. Chris was like, I'm done. Ran into something you sent me through, even though you knew it was there, didn't you?
I had my suspicions. What I didn't expect
very
was
messy,
you
yes.
walking back free of the sickness. So go on. What did you find in there?
I found King Arthur.
You found him. I'm truly sorry it turned out to be you.
What are you talking about?
Well, it seems that the Red Priests managed to succeed in at least one of their experiments. You were able to go deep into the weirdness, survive, and even bring a piece of our king's soul back with you. I don't have to explain that this isn't something that happens every day.
Nope.
My job is to make sure it won't ever happen again. And this means you have to die. I'm truly sorry. I'm sorry, but that had to be done. It shouldn't leave any lasting damage.
Where did I learn Spanish? By living in Mexico and meeting my wife and marrying a Mexican and immersing myself in culture and actively pursuing it.
I had to do it. I had to get rid of the parasite that infested you a moment ago.
Yeah, Chris, like
I've
turkeys,
seen
it's on a similar
You
level of
felt
messiness.
what he's
Yeah.
capable of. This power can't be unleashed on Avalon. Not again.
She's up to like 6 hours a day of just cleaning and egg collecting, and it's just like 4 to 6 hours a day, just depending on things. It's a lot of work, and that's on top of like we were watching our grandniece for the past like 3 months before the holidays, and just Chris did not have a life for like the last half of 2025. All she did was watch the grandniece, cook, go to the grocery store, and clean duck shit and chicken shit all day, every day. Oh, and just like the ducks, even with their wings, you know, we've clipped wings, and even with wings clipped, they've learned how to like they know how to like walk up a chain link fence. They'll like start flapping their wings and like use the what gusts they can create to like walk up chain link fence and go over the chicken wire. And they've gone into our neighbor's property every day. Like 2 or 3 of them get out into the neighbor's property. It's a full-time herding ducks.
I could, but I have no issue with you.
Correct. We don't have to buy much meat
Only
because
with
we
what
eat
you
a lot of
carry
duck,
within
and
you.
we have plenty of eggs.
means
We have
you're
lots of
safe.
chickens.
Unless you decide to stand against me. You are much more valuable to me alive than dead.
And she does all the butchering, so.
You've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years.
Oh, I banned
Every
Fox
single
Guy.
time things go down
Yeah,
the
we banned
shitter
him.
on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening.
I put up with him for about 2 weeks or whatever it was, but I think maybe 4 or 5 streams ago I finally banned Fox Guy. I was just like, I'm done with it. Like, all he was doing was just coming in and just spamming over and over and over. And I was like, you know what? No. We've given you your... I'm willing to put up with a little bit because I make money off of idiots, because their engagement pushes the algorithm, earns me ad revenue, etc. But at some point, enough's enough. You gotta... Yeah, at some point. At some point, you gotta boot those fuckers out the door. There's no such thing as best game I've ever played in terms of story. It's like asking somebody what their favorite child is.
No, but thanks to you, I finally destroyed a piece of him I couldn't have reached otherwise. And from where I stand, that's progress.
What do I have to do with all of this?
What the Red Priests did to you must have been horrible. And yet, You've gained a unique ability to contain Arthur's powers within you. And what can be contained can be killed. That is why your assistance might be of help on my journey. My goal is to destroy King Arthur, to get rid of him once and for all. There are pieces of his soul.
Pretty sure I
scattered across
sided with
Avalon.
him in my first playthrough, if I
I
remember
could use help
correctly.
in finding, collecting,
But there were like many
and
options at the
destroying them.
end. What's your plan?
The plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed.
Where is it now?
The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get in without any issues. When you do, find the captain. Brendan's his name. He'll tell you the rest. I have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Judging by the waves, the journey won't be pleasant. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Then we'll sail for the Horns of the South. Ah, and here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness.
Excuse me.
Just in case I don't come back before nightfall.
Augustus said, I just started a KCD playthrough last night. Your videos helped me get into it. I'm glad to hear that. Enjoy the game. Oh, we can level up as well.
I should be gone. I should be gone. And yet, here we are. Whatever he tried,
Oh, you made one
it
for me
must
too.
have failed. Something
mejor no
must have
puedo
gone
en este
wrong
momento.
for him. For us, it was a stroke of luck.
All right, thank you. Chris just brought me an espresso. What a lovely act. But I said I'll pass because I'm gonna go take a nap. I don't wanna be awake anymore. I need to sleep. Caradoc hates you. Says you don't deserve to return.
Hatred, yes. That much I understood. But why? What did I take from him that he would go so far? He speaks as if he knows me, as if he has seen something I have not. And yet, I reach for it, and there is nothing.
Do you know what happened?
I felt him strike. For a moment, there was nothing. No weight, no voice, no self. Just silence. But then, you pulled me back, didn't you? Or have I never left?
So you don't know Caradoc.
No. It seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me, spoke with certainty, with anger. But to me, he's a stranger. If he was a part of my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to regain it.
What do you remember?
I don't... Not much. That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence.
So we're off to seal Excalibur.
It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. Let's not waste any more time.
John Kuhn says on
I
YouTube
left
says,
my
did you tell him to
kingdom
put his
strong.
entire life on hold
It should
to
have
play
only
KCD2?
grown stronger in my absence. And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
I think my first playthrough of KCD2 was like 80 hours or something. The first game is definitely shorter than the second game. It can be big, but it's not, KCD2 has a lot more going on, but it still is not an infinite game. But it is quite a bit bigger. At some point, we will circle back around for a full second playthrough of KCD2 because I own the Ultimate Edition with all the DLCs and everything, and I haven't played the most recent, the last DLC that came out. I didn't play. So, all right, I gotta remember how this works. Practicality. Pretty sure we want to boost spirituality for spell power and mana. Now, here's where I don't know where I'm gonna go. Probably gonna go spirituality. But there are places and see. I don't know where to go here because 10 mana. Movement speed penalty while casting spells. Spell power. What's the damage spells corresponding? I don't know about summoning because I think I would rather go. It might be interesting to do wands and spells. I just don't know enough about. So I think I'm going to do maybe general. I don't know. We'll do arcane teachings. I haven't had any issues with mana yet. So I think we're going to start with this. Oh, can I not? Oh, I'm not at the top of the tree. That's why. That's fine. And then rest. Off we go. Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it's a lot easier to play than the first one, but it still is very much a game of where, Henry has to get good before your player skill comes in. So it doesn't matter how good you are at pressing buttons. It won't matter if Henry hasn't gotten good.
The sea was restless, waves slamming against the hull as you left the island asylum behind. Caradoc's boat cut through the black waters, its course set for Avalon's shores. Then the deep stirred. A shudder ran through the vessel from neither wind nor tide, but from something far below.
Oh, yeah.
A presence, ancient and watching. And then it struck.
Kabam!
The boat lurched violently, wood splintering as the sea itself rose in fury. A shadow moved beneath the surface, vast, coiling, inescapable. The next wave swallowed everything. Darkness took you. Salt filled your lungs, and then light. The crash of waves, the cold kiss of wet sand. You were alive. The sea had spared you. But not without a cost.
Not without a cost. Chris says, congratulations on beating Skyrim. One of us! One of us! Yep, first playthrough is down. Review went out this morning. And we are on to this game, which is Tainted Grail. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. playing this game for the second time on a key from Awakened Realms. Thanks to them for that. We are going to be doing a giveaway for an Xbox version of the DLC during tomorrow's stream, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. We will be starting at 5 a.m. Central Time on YouTube and Twitch. But in the meantime, we are going to wrap today's stream session because we are already several hours deep. That's enough for Sunday. I got confirmation from my brother. We're playing Lord of the Rings Online tonight, so I'm going to go forth from here and rest up for the rest of the day. Get used to my prescription glasses. We're on day 2 of using this. So tomorrow we will be back. We're going to be doing Tainted Grail in the morning, and then tomorrow afternoon we should be doing some Fallout 76. So stay tuned for that. As always, everything in between the streams happens on YouTube. Reviews, discussions, game guides, and if you missed any part of the VOD, any part of the live stream, excuse me, you can watch the VOD playback on YouTube, or you can watch the playlist. This game will be getting its own official playlist for the second playthrough. Those episodes get chopped down to about 45 minute to 1 hour long episodes, and if you missed it, you can go back and watch my first playthrough of the game when it first launched last year, where we did a Stealth Archer playthrough. This time we are playing a Mage. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. As always, don't forget the socials, Patreon, Discord, the Homestead channel, all that good stuff.